Okay, Lynn, Margot's lawyer, and Norman's lawyer won't be able to speak for some reason, technical reason, or maybe because she's sick. So I just wanted to open up for questions. I'll just preface the question period with this. So I hope we all see the need to ask Ithaca College to give Margot a public tenure review. If people have questions about why we should do that still, definitely feel free to ask. But I think also we have to remember that if they don't say yes, we will give Margot a public tenure review, we have to do more than ask. I mean, you all probably know that, like, throughout history, people have to do more than ask to get justice. You know, when you talk about blacks in the South, you know, asking to sit at the front of a bus, or asking to sit at a counter, or asking to be able to go to school. They didn't just get results by asking. They got results by, well, I don't know if they got results by disrupting graduation ceremonies, but we might. So I'm going to send around the petition to asking Ithaca College to reopen this case in a public way. Sign it and put your email and phone number so that we can contact you as well to, you know, organize like Joel said we need to do. And people can feel free to ask questions about you know, any of the things we talked about.
I have a question. In a tenure review, if it's going to be public, what do they do with the confidential letters that are, you mentioned some letters are confidential.
Yeah.
How can that be part of the review if it's an open public review?
The letters that remain confidential are the letters that are that have been written by the external reviewers, so the people who review your scholarship. These are the only letters that remain confidential.
So that would not interfere with an open public review?
No, it should not. It will not. I don't think it will.
If anybody else has questions too, we can just take a few at a time.
Well,
I have one more question.
Yeah,
I'd like to ask if I can read the letter that I wrote as an alternative to signing a petition. If you would like to sign this letter, could I read it out loud so that people will know? The letter says, "Dear President Roshan," is that how you pronounce it?
Roshan.
Roshan?
Roshan, yeah.
Roshan. We are distressed that Ithaca College has denied tenure to Assistant Professor of Sociology Margot Ramlal Nanko. She has worked in the Department of Sociology for 11 years, where her teaching and scholarship have been excellent. There is no reason for her not to be granted tenure, and every reason for her to get both tenure and promotion. The Ithaca College Tenure Committee approved her tenure request, and the Dean for Humanities and Sciences, with the Director of the Sociology Department, had personal and political reasons for speaking against her tenure. She has been controversial mainly because of her views related to the Middle East. She has been criticized for her support of Palestinian and Muslim rights. As an academic institution, Ithaca College benefits from welcoming varied points of view on many subjects, including politics. There is evidence that 2 professors discriminated against her because she is a non-citizen and a woman of color. They harassed her and caused other professors to speak against her or fear to speak on her behalf. We believe you realize that Professor Ramlal Nanko is a valuable member of the Ithaca College faculty. Because there is evidence of personal bias and serious irregularities in the proper tenure process, we ask that you grant her a public tenure process without further input from the college dean, director of the sociology department, or other sociology professors at Ithaca College. And I think it would be valuable for people to write their own personal letters. It doesn't have to, they don't have to sign this letter, but if they want to sign this letter, I'll leave it over here.
Pass it around.
I'll pass it around.
Anybody else have questions or comments?
Can you explain to me, how are the people who are on these tenure committees selected? Who decides? Is it everyone in your department, or just certain people? Also, is there a problem with naming the names of these various people? We've had, you know, titles, the chairman, the president, the dean, and it would be helpful to know they have names, and is there any problem with stating what those names are?
So the question for people, 2 questions for people who didn't hear. Who decides, how is it decided who's on the tenure committees and stuff like this? And can we know the names of these people in the department, in the the deans, these people that we've heard the titles of. To address the second question,